Me 27 social worker for Child Protective Services, Philadelphia, always believed single mothers were heroes struggling against patriarchal system. Single fathers probably just deadbeats playing victim for sympathy, right? That changed when cousin Jake's wife died in car accident. Left him with two daughters aged 4 and 7 suddenly. Whole family rallied around him during funeral, supporting him completely. 2 weeks later, I visit to check on them personally. House is spotless. Girls' hair braided perfectly. Lunch is packed already. Jake working from home while homeschooling after their mom died. Tells me daycare won't give him grief discount for widowers. Only available for single mothers in financial need apparently somehow. Suggests he apply for single parent support groups for help. Calls 3 different organizations. All women only, spaces sorry sir. Finally finds one that allows men meets Tuesday nights reluctantly. Shows up and he's only man among 15 women there. They spend entire meetings staring at him, suspiciously, not talking. Leader asks why he's really there. What's his angle exactly? He explains, wife died, needs support. Raising 2 girls alone. Woman says maybe girls need female influence instead of him. Suggests he consider letting family members raise them properly instead. Jake leaves crying, calls. Me says he can't do this. I'm furious, but figure it's just one bad group experience. Help him apply for government assistance programs for single parents. Food stamps. Like child care vouchers all get denied, initially somehow. Clerk says programs designed for single mothers, not fathers technically. Have to file appeals, proving he's primary caregiver, wait months. Meanwhile, struggling financially on one income supporting 2 kids alone. Grocery shopping becomes nightmare for him, every single time, apparently. Old women approaching him constantly asking where their mother is, suggesting he doesn't know how to shop for children properly. One literally takes items from cart saying, kids need vegetables, like he's incapable of feeding his own daughter's nutritious food. Parent-teacher conference at school, even worse than grocery stores. Teacher keeps asking when mom can come in to talk. Jake explains again, wife died, seems not to register somehow. She suggests perhaps aunt or grandmother should handle school matters. Implies he won't understand their emotional and developmental needs properly. Daughters start having issues at school, grieving their mother naturally. Younger one acting out. Older one crying during class randomly. School counselor calls, not Jake, but my aunt, suggesting intervention. Thinks girls need stable female presence in their life immediately. Completely ignoring that Jake hasn't missed a single day with them. Cooks breakfast dinner, helps homework, braids hair every morning perfectly. Takes them to dance class, soccer practice, never misses anything. But apparently penis disqualifies him from being real parent somehow. Worst incident happens at pediatrician appointment for yearly checkups required. Nurse asks where mom is. Jake explains she passed away. Doctor comes in, immediately asks about custody arrangements, suspiciously eyeing him. Who has legal guardianship of these girls right now exactly? Jake, confused, says I'm their father. Obviously I do, clearly. Doctor suggests having female family member present for appointments, uncomfortable otherwise. Asks daughters separately if they feel safe at home with daddy. Older daughter starts crying because she misses mommy, not daddy. Doctor files report with CPCs suggesting possible neglect, requiring investigation immediately. I get case file on my desk next morning, horrified completely. Anonymous report saying single father might be overwhelmed, needs evaluation. Have to investigate my own cousin following protocol regardless. Unfortunately. Visit house for official inspection. Feeling sick about this entirely. Everything perfect, girls, happy, healthy. Doing homework at kitchen table. Jake shows me color-coded schedule for activities. Meals, homework time. Has period supplies already stocked for when they'll need them. Researched braiding techniques for black hair. Watched YouTube tutorials nightly. Joined Facebook groups about raising girls as single dad, but still flagged as potential risk because he's male parent. Interview girls separately per protocol. They adore their father completely. Daddy makes best pancakes, reads stories, does voices perfectly. Helps with math homework better than mommy did, even honestly. My report clears him, obviously, but damage is done already. Jake now paranoid about every interaction involving his daughters constantly. Won't hire teenage girl babysitters afraid of appearance issues arising. Won't let them have sleepovers at his house anymore either. Drives them to friends' houses, but won't host ever again. Other parents already whispering about single dad being investigated before. Must be reason and right. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Playdates dry up. Birthday party invites stop, coming suddenly somehow. 7-year-old asks why friends can't come over anymore. Jake doesn't know how to explain. Society thinks he's dangerous, starts documenting everything obsessively to protect himself from accusations. Takes photos of every meal, every outfit, every hairstyle daily. Saves receipts from every purchase related to daughters constantly. Records school pickup drop-off times and detailed journal every day. Building evidence he's good father in case someone challenges again. Living in constant fear someone will take his daughters away. Meanwhile, I'm processing other cases, seeing pattern clearly now emerging. Single mothers getting infinite chances despite actual neglect issues documented. Drug-addicted mom keeps kids through multiple failed rehab attempts. Boyfriend abuses children. Mom gets warning and parenting classes only. But single fathers, one complaint immediately flagged as high risk. Male parent equals suspicion. Female parent equals sympathy. Always apparently. Try bringing this up in department meeting about bias showing. Told, I'm not considering children's best interests being difficult. Children need maternal figures. It's just biological fact, supposedly proven. Show statistics about single fathers having better outcomes, actually documented. Less poverty, better education, lower crime rates for their children. Dismissed as outlier data not representing real-world experiences. Watch Jake struggle for a year trying to be perfect parent. Can't be good enough when good enough means being female. His daughters thriving despite society trying to separate them constantly. Straight as students, respectful, helpful, happy. Despite losing their mother. But every achievement overshadowed by suspicion of single father raising. Girls need female role models. Everyone says ignoring Jake's influence. School suggests big sister program for his daughters needing women. Jake asks why they assume he can't teach them everything. Gets lectured about feminine hygiene, self-esteem, body image issues. Like he's too stupid to talk about these topics sensitively. Buys every book about raising daughters, reads them religiously nightly. Consults female friends about topics he's unsure about willingly. Doing everything right, but still seen as inadequate, parent always. Other single parents at school. All mothers avoid him completely. Tried joining PDA told, unofficially makes moms uncomfortable him being there. Suggested he volunteer for heavy lifting, not planning committees instead. Watch him slowly isolated from parent community. Supporting each other. No playdates, no support, no acknowledgement of his struggles ever. Just suspicious looks when picking up daughters from school daily. One mother actually pulled her daughter away from his physically, like being male parent is contagious disease or something worse. Jake's daughters notice asking why other parents don't like daddy. He lies, says they're just busy with their own families. Protecting them from knowing world sees him as threat constantly. Year later, Jake meets Sarah, single mom at grocery store. Daughters playing together while shopping start talking about parenting struggles. She assumes he's weekend. Dad complains about deadbeat ex-husband. When learns, he's widower full custody. Everything changes immediately dramatically. Suddenly interested asks him out for coffee to talk parenting. Jake excited to have adult conversation about raising kids finally. Coffee date. She spends entire time suggesting she could help. Girls need mother figure. She could fill that role perfectly. Not interested in Jake just wants ready-made family apparently. Sees single father as opportunity to play mom without birthing. Jake realizes she doesn't see him as real parent either. Just placeholder until proper woman can take over responsibilities completely. Politely declines. Further dates focuses on daughters exclusively now committed. Tells me he's given up on dating entirely too complicated. Anyone interested just wants to parent his kids, not partner. Or they run when realize he's actual parent, not babysitter. The loneliness killing him slowly, but daughters come first always. Society made it clear single fathers aren't real parents truly, just temporary guardians until better option comes along eventually somehow. We claim we want involved fathers present in children's lives, then treat them like predators when they actually step up. Wonder why men don't fight for custody after divorce. Because they know they'll be seen as suspicious for trying. Better to be weekend dad than investigated single father constantly. Jake's still raising amazing daughters, despite everything against him continuously. The cost is isolation, exhaustion, and constant fear of losing them. Not because he's bad father, but because he's male. That's what single fathers face every day in America. We made it impossible. Then wonder why children lack fathers, the system working exactly as designed, keeping men away. Protecting children from imaginary threat of involved loving fathers, while real threats get infinite chances because they're mothers. Jake's daughters will grow up strong, smart, capable, independent women. Not because society helped, but despite society's interference constantly. And Jake will never get credit for being amazing father, because amazing fathers aren't supposed to exist apparently somehow, especially not single ones, raising daughters alone successfully. That threatens narrative too much to acknowledge or support publicly.